Hello, welcome to more A Link Between Worlds. What are we doing? I don't know. I finished 2 dungeons. We have Gully, and Osvala, put him back. So I guess I should, get to rescuing more paintings. Okay, what am I doing? Did I buy the sand rod? Or, like, acquire it? I think I did. I did. A warm welcome to you, Mr. Hero. Yeah, goodbye. He didn't steal my Majora's Mask. That's good. Okay, I know what I want to do. I want to go to Lorule and find the blacksmith, because I have those 2 pieces of Master Ore. Hopefully I'm in, like, the right chunk of Lorule. I think I am. God, I have to play more baseball. I realized the other day that the trick to getting the birds to show up, I think, is you have to hit 3 targets in a row to make a bird appear. So I should stop being so fixated on the golden pods and try to just hit stuff. But for now, are you really running around with a sword like that? Yeah, we read this already. No? I thought for sure. I have this ore. Oh, you know what? I probably have to talk to the blacksmith in the... I was gonna say the real worlds. Hyrule. Just kidding. Just kidding. I knew it was one of you 2. About to get a new sword. So satisfying. Oh, nice. I didn't even know you were in there, little friend. The real world's so rude. Well, I guess since there's some travel time here, so this past Sunday was Little Pokemon Presents. I really thought they were going to reveal more stuff for Legends, because I'm enjoying Legends Arceus, Arceus, whatever. I never say it right, but there's definitely some things that I think it needs, and I was really hoping they would had, like, you know what it really needs is Pokemon interacting with one another and the environment. Because I think after having explored most of the areas in it, I'm not finished the game yet, no spoils, it just starts to feel empty after a while. Hey, just where you been, Morri? You found my little guy? You rescued Gully? So where did you find him? I gotcha. That poor guy. Well, as long as he's safe and sound, I can finally breathe easy. I can't tell you how much... Well, never mind. Just thanks. I'm real proud of how you're shaping up here, Morri. Alright then. Sorry about that, Morri. Hey there. You have 2 pieces of Master Ore, don't you? How about I temper that sword? Yes, please. Right, let's get started. Can't wait to see how this beauty's gonna turn out. One moment. Impressive if I do say so myself. I doubt I'll ever temper a blade so fine again in my life. I know there are lots of things you've got to do. Maybe this will help you out some? You were so mean to me before, now this feels weird. That blade is a masterpiece. Don't let that good sword go to waste. Kind of an ugly color, though. What? You saved little Gully? Maybe the missus will smile again, and the master will go back to being, well, quiet. Like he is now. That's just how I like it. But, don't go blabbing that, okay? You know he's, like, right here, right? That sword is my masterpiece. That blade couldn't get any sharper. No way. No how. Well, maybe if there was someone better at this than me, but I'm the blessed best blacksmith in the world. So that's that. In the real world, maybe. He's not encouraging me to murder, he's encouraging me to cut grass. I'm still so terribly worried about my little Gully, Morri. Yeah, about that. What did you say? Oh, that's good. I'm so relieved. But he can't come back yet? Well, that's all right, so long as he's fine. I can't let him see me like this, that I almost lost all. But of course I knew he'd come back. I'll make his favorite dessert. I'll have something so yummy waiting for him that he'll know everything's okay. Good luck, ma'am. Blessed blacksmith. Okay, I guess I should get back to whatever it was I was doing. More dungeons. That's what I was doing. Oh yeah, so I was surprised they're not doing more for Legends. I really thought they would announce more, like maybe another area would be cool, more Pokemon, whatever, more story content. I haven't like encountered the, jeez, oh Pete's, hang on, I gotta put my boomerang on. Until, it's okay, I'm not at the post game yet, so I haven't encountered the DLC stuff yet. But yeah, the new Scarlet and Violet is surprising. I've got mixed feelings about it. I mean, it feels like so soon to have another Pokemon game, and maybe they're eager to get back to the mainline series. I don't know, I feel like we need to let Legends breathe a little more. I'm not really ready to go back to regular Pokemon mechanics, because I've been enjoying Legends so much. Thoughts on the new starters? The Gator is my friend. He looks like an apple. I've been calling him Apple Gator, as Belle knows, but I guess he's more like a chili pepper. That's what I've heard people say, which, yeah, makes more sense if the region is based on Spain. I don't know for sure, that's just the hearsay. I don't know enough about Spain to confirm or deny. I gotta get a bomb here. I'm still trying to decide how I feel about the cat and the duck. The cat kind of struck me as a little generic at first, you know, like anime baby face. Oh, this bee is my friend now. I've also heard so many people now describe the cat as the weed cat, and they're like ruining it for me. I'm not even invested in this cat, but now they keep calling it weed cat. Alright, there is a portal there. The maps shown are 100% the Iberian Peninsula. Oh. It might seem like it's soon because there's only one console. I suppose it's true. But I don't know, it's like you start worrying about Game Freak and Crunch. But also, I feel like their games... Oh, heck yeah, B. Their games could use more polish. Like, again, I like Legends, but I think it could have used a little more time in the oven. Have these people ever seen weed? I don't know. It's just what people have been calling the cat. The weed cat. I am not, like, backing up this claim. This is, oh heck, oh heck, oh heck. I'm just repeating what I have heard. So don't look at me. Oh. No, 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 no. Okay, okay. You saw a lot of people think that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet coming out this year means Breath of the Wild 2 will be delayed, which makes no sense to you. Makes none to me either, because yeah, they're separate developers. I don't see them sharing staff. Maybe people are thinking it'll be delayed because, oh, we don't want to do, like, another big ticket release that'll sell like hotcakes alongside Breath of the Wild. There we go. People are just extremely pessimistic about Breath of the Wild too. I mean, it takes as long as it takes, right? I know some people get really antsy when they're waiting for a game and it feels like there hasn't been any news in a while, like, oh, it's never coming out, it's been canceled. What are the developers doing? Are they lazy? I see that a lot with indie projects, especially. Like, I know people like to rag on Silksong for not being out yet, but it's like, Team Cherry is like, what, 2 people? Settle down. Like, I'm excited for it too. But you gotta hold your horseshoes. Sees the Canadian flag, lol, weed flag. That's kind of what it feels like, doesn't it? That's right, Metroid Dread came out, never give up. Yeah, Silk Song will be done when it's done. I want the developers to take their time so we have a truly excellent game on our hands. Also, these guys were such a pain in the butt in Triforce Heroes, can I say. It seems like they went back into their shells really fast. Let's see. I gotta think of where I'm going. I guess it doesn't matter. I'll just go pick a direction. I don't remember these dungeons, like, at all, so it's gonna be interesting, trying to, figure out where I'm going. Practically a first playthrough. Well, I can't cross here because the door's in the way. I guess I need to raise the water level here. What is it with Zelda dungeons and the water? Raising and lowering the water level. Because there's this, there's Ocarina of Time, obviously. There's Triforce Heroes, there's Oracle of Ages. Am I forgetting one? It's possible I'm forgetting one, I don't remember. Man, the depth perception here is so weird. You've never bought a Pokemon game, but you feel obliged to if it's Spain. Can I also not do anything in here if the water level is this low? Maybe not. Oracle of Ages might have had one of the most difficult water dungeons in Zelda's history. I don't recall if it was difficult or not. I don't want this to sound like a humble brag. I mean, I don't remember it well enough. Cool. Oh, see, I haven't done the Water Temple in Twilight Princess, so I was unaware of that one. That's another one to the list. I just love raising and lowering the water level. Yeah, so I need a way to get... I'm just making sure I'm not, like, missing something really obvious. Yeah, that's a locked door, so I gotta come out of there to get that key. I'll take this, though. Hated that dungeon, not as much as the Tokeis, but hated. I don't like the Tokei quest because they wasted my time. Ow, what the heck? Leave me alone. Useless monster guts. I have played some Twilight Princess, some of the Wii U version, but I didn't get a chance to finish it. Oh, bother. So that's something I need to go and do at some point. Can you get out of my way, please? Thank you. I feel like I'm so distracted right now, but I feel like I'm a mess because we're moving Saturday morning, and I've been trying to pack stuff today, but my brain just doesn't work right. I don't know if it's ADHD, maybe, but it's just I can't focus. Even when I want to do something, my brain is, no, let's go into a fugue state for several hours. I did finally get some packing and whatnot done in the kitchen, which is good. Good feeling. Twilight Princess has your favorite Zelda aesthetic by far. Midna's really cute. I don't feel like the rest of the aesthetic is quite my thing. A little bit. I do really like the sort of glitchy effects that you get. Okay, so this takes me back to the central room. Like the squares, if you know what I mean, those are cool looking. But, well, it's better than Skyward Sword's aesthetic. I'm sorry, the character designs are ugly in Skyward Sword. I should look into getting meds for it. It's changed your life in less than a month. I mean, I should. I'm overdue for a doctor's appointment anyway. Because, boy, I would love to be able to like, do the things that I want to do. Ah. Thank you. Also, hello, Claire. I appreciate that. Me too. I'm trying not to stress out too much. Okay, that goes that way. I see. I see. Did I want to go up that staircase, though? Let me switch this. Oh, I can't switch it back from here. Just kidding. Well... Oh, I can't even get past that. Whoosh. I guess I'll check out this side for now. Well, I don't like Link's design in Skyward Sword. I think Zelda's very cute in Skyward Sword. But I hate the lips on Link. I gotta, I guess, hit that with my hook shot or an arrow. Good. There we go. Okay, okay. You first played it... Okay, hang on. You were able to do it as a kid without a guide, but it took you so long. The Water Temple in Twilight Princess? Also, wee! That looked like fun. For you, you first played it when you discovered internet playthroughs, so you would do 3 seconds of the temple, pause, watch the commentator play 3 seconds, pause the video, and repeat. It seems like a lot of work, though. A lot of back and forth. Whee! You beat most of it at daycare, so there was no internet access. Can I, like, stun you? Not really. Man, I hate fighting these guys. When I was little, I used to be so paranoid about being electrocuted by them just because I hated the sudden sound of that. Ow. You know, you could at least have the decency to all be electrified at the same time. Don't stagger it. Oh, and your computer was 2 floors down. Woof. Well, that's dedication. Were you just disinclined to try and do it yourself? Okay, so I'm up here now. Uh-huh. I see, okay, so that makes me a walkway here. Yeah, sure. Do your thing. Let me hit the switch on the other side, too, while I'm up here. You have such a clear memory of beating the Tokays while in the back of your Oh, they're both here. That's good. In your elementary school library. The other daycare kids were watching a video and you were huddled in a corner, fuming, going in circles. It's one of your strongest memories. That's really charming. I mean, not the fuming bit. The fuming bit sounds unpleasant. Oh, I don't have a key. Thinking here. Yeah, because I need keys. Oh, but there's one on the other side. Let me go back up here. You remember playing Jet Force Gemini back in 99 or 2000, and you actually looked up a GameFAQs walkthrough to read along while you played. Well, I rented Jet Force Gemini, and I played up to the point where you were told, okay, you have to rescue all of the tribals now to, like, continue the game. And I think that's when I went, nope, I'm good. Because I remember trying to rescue them in stages beforehand, but they're so good at just running in front of you when you're shooting, and then they get shot and blow up. And then, of course, your score at the end mocks you, like, oh, you let so many die. Well, it's not my fault. Stupid teddy bears. Not this way. No, this way. Oh, I would assume Zarthwomp is talking about Twilight Princess? I mean, maybe I'm wrong. The tribal quest killed the momentum of the game so badly, right? I don't have a key for that either. There's a door here, though. Can I go in it? No. Can I dive and go in it? No. Not Ocarina of Time. Maybe I should have checked that out first. Oh, well. Well, thinking here. You beat the game, but you'll never do it again. It's impressive that you did, though. Okay, so I changed the water level. Am I just losing my mind here? Ow. What the heck, dude? Leave me alone. Sorry, I'm like half reading the chat, so I'm very distracted. Let me go back upstairs. You're amazed people still write walkthroughs for GameFAQs in the era of video walkthroughs. Honestly, I prefer written if I need a walkthrough for anything, just because if I'm going to sneeze, I'm going to mute myself. There we go. Just because I get distracted really easily, and I'd have to keep pausing and rewinding and it would just drive me crazy. So, having, I think, just like a text that I can look at is a little easier for me, especially if it's stuff like, mostly like a reason I would look at a walkthrough is stuff like statistics that a game doesn't give you inherently, which is much easier to just read text instead of hearing someone say it in a video. But can I make this go down? Okay. Yeah, I can. Got it, got it, got it. Thank you. Whoops. I think the only thing that I would watch video tutorials of were the dungeons in Final Fantasy XIV, because I was so paranoid about doing a bad job and not knowing the mechanics, and I was afraid of people getting annoyed at me for saying, like, this is my first time in the dungeon. Can anyone let me know of any mechanics I should be aware of? And I mean, I've still had to do that, and people have been really nice about it in the past, but I don't want to impose. Oh, it's a Beamos. Ow. Oh no, it was the snake switch. Well, these are really sturdy ropes. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. Pull faster. You're a very visual-oriented person, so video tend to help you more than text. I don't mind pictures. I could do pictures. Yeah, having visuals to get your bearings can help too. I guess it just kind of depends what you need the walkthrough for. Boy, the depth in this dungeon is really messing with me, can I say. Again, I think they're wanting you to turn the 3D on for this. So if you see me waste time trying to climb up somewhere, or try to get something that's below me, that's why. Oops. You've used a guide for a few Zeldas, but mostly for 100%ing. There was a part in Ocarina of Time you really needed help with, but you don't remember where. Yeah, that's... I'm very stubborn about solving puzzles and whatnot on my own. But if there's, like, trying to find, say, items, and if I'm missing, like, one, instead of combing the whole world map, which would get very tedious, I can look at a walkthrough, which I think is what I did when I first played this. And I was trying to get all the heart pieces, and I missed one. And I had just gone crazy trying to find the last one. It was the one that I had overlooked in Death Mountain, near Spectacle Rock. Like, the one that's fairly obvious. Did I hit that switch? I didn't. But I got the key, so I'm gonna lower the water level now. Please, please move. Please move. The mini vague guide for Ocarina of Time that came in your Wind Waker strategy guide. Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. You had to look at a walkthrough for Ocarina of Time in the Forest Temple because the contrast was so low you couldn't friggin' see a ladder you needed. Also, hello, Bagtree. I think I've mentioned on stream, my brother once played through the Forest Temple in Ocarina of Time on a TV where the color green did not display properly, so it just looked black. So you couldn't see a ding-dang thing in there. It was just dark. I don't know how he did it, honestly. I saw him play a bit of it, and I thought, you know, this doesn't look very fun. Oh, the Prima strategy guide. I remember going to Blockbuster, and they had, like, strategy guides for sale. I never bought one, but I would flip through them, and I remember the one for Diddy Kong Racing, and in the back it had cheat codes. Woohoo! That I wanted to try using, and I would memorize them so when I got home I could try them out, only to discover that they had typoed several of them, so I couldn't actually use them. The one I really wanted to do was Joint Venture, which lets you do co-op in the single-player mode. But it didn't work. I think they had typed joint adventure, but the actual code is joint venture. Anyway, gotta think about where I'm going here. So I have big key and little key. Ow. Okay, yeah, there's a locked door here. So let's use my key. This is nice music in this dungeon, may I say. Oh, it's this room again. Okay. But I still have to go here. Yeah, I forgot to go here beforehand. These things always made me think of hair curlers and Link to the Past. Oh, I got the blue mail. This mail cuts damage by half. I forgot that was here. Nice colors. I'm trying to remember what the boss of this place was, but I just keep thinking about the Triforce Heroes equivalent. Okay, well, I need another key. Let me raise the water level. Yeah, because I want to get that... I can't hop on this and open it, can I? Yeah, I can't open it from right in front. Yeah, I think I gotta use the hook shot. Oh, no, I have to go back upstairs. Actually, can I... Oh, I'm a ding-dong. I forgot about this. Out of my way, out of my way. There we go. I'm sure the boss will come back to me once I actually fight it. Okay. Oh, hang on a tick here. I need to get over there. Can you get out of my way, please? Jeez. I don't think I'm doing this right. No, I can't grab it from there. Oh, no. There we go. Oh, that wasn't worth it. Also, hello, Dak. Chat is good tonight. I want to read chat. Let me go back upstairs for now. Rare loved to make the longest cheat codes in a grueling input method. Oh yeah, I did the ones in Banjo-Kazooie. Cool. Which, if you're not familiar with the ones in Banjo-Kazooie, because I didn't do any of them except for like the ones that Cheeto gives you on stream. They're all really long. You have to input them in the sandcastle. There's some really strange ones. The ones that Cheeto doesn't give you, that you can't get in-game normally, are much longer, and there's no confirmation when you hit, like, a correct letter. I remember reading about them on... Man, that also wasn't worth it. On this website called, I think, the Rare Witch Project. I know. Am I at a high enough elevation to get to the door? I'm not. So I need it to go up higher. Is there a device to raise the water level in here? Yeah. But I can't get at it. But yeah, that site had a bunch of the cheat codes and also how to get the eggs and the ice key. Which I thought, there's no way this actually works, but lo, it did. Would you stop? I feel like I'm doing this in like the most clumsy, ineffective way possible. Okay, wait, no, because if I do this, then I can't leave, because the water level's too high. Yeah, because this door is, no? Can I get there? Let me... I don't think so. No. Why didn't you dive through it, Link, you coward? Maybe it's a long corridor and he doesn't want to drown. Okay, so I gotta lower this and go back downstairs. Why? Oh, is the Rare Witch Project still up? You love the Prima strategy guides for Mist and Riven. They were written as narrative and in first person. Oh, that's really cool. Oh, and then I raised it too low. Can I get up this way? I think I can. I think the, gosh, there's some Zelda game. Oh, okay. Do I have to kill this thing or, like... Or what? No, I guess it's just because the water level's the way it is. Alright, well, anyway, isn't there some Zelda game where the walkthrough is written in, like a story? Like a narrative? You just looked it up. They're called the RWP now, and it looks like they haven't updated since 2017. Well, you know what? That's a more recent update than I would have guessed. Your favorite strategy guide was the one for Sly 2, since it was informative, yet it was in the format of a comic book. That's cool. I know there's some strategy guides out there that have the problem of... Okay, no, the most egregious one is the one for Final Fantasy IX, which I haven't encountered personally, but I've heard about how... Okay, hang on. I haven't been in the room on the right side. I need to look at there. The strategy guide for Final Fantasy IX that Square put out redirects you to their website, and is like, oh, if you want to figure out how to do this, or if you want detailed stats, go to our website, which is not up anymore. So that's some real A+ design, Square. How do I get in here? So I need to cling to the wall, but it doesn't look like there's a place I can do it, because this door is here. I'm trying to turn the camera and thinking, wait, I can't do that here. Nintendo Power Ocarina of Time guide was written in third-person past tense for some reason. That might be the one I'm thinking of. I just remember hearing about one of the Zelda guides is written like a narrative. Which is cool, but might also be annoying to read if you just want, like, no, just give me the information. I don't need to learn about Link's struggles. Please. Okay, thinking here. Oh, there's another locked door down here that I haven't opened yet. Okay. Half looking at the map. Half looking at the chat. I don't need to... Oh, I do need to drop down from above to get there. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm in this room. I don't want to be in this room. Did I say Square Wave? I don't even know what I'm saying half the time. Because again, I'm looking at the game, I'm looking at chat, I'm looking at the map. The Mist and Riven guides had two sections. The first being the aforementioned narratives, and the second being a step-by-step guide. Okay, that's, I think, more sensible. Especially if I needed, like, just give me the puzzle solutions clearly outlined. So I'm not going crazy here. Okay, so I need to go in that door. So I need to raise the water level. The only way Square could improve upon such perfection is if the guide was a single page that read "figure it out yourself" in big fancy text. Oh, okay. I didn't say Square Wave. Good. Because, I mean, when I listen to my recordings sometimes, I realize that, oh man, I have jumbled up my words terribly. And it's embarrassing. Hello. I'm here to ruin your mixer. Your party. I don't know what's going on here. Bagtree, these guys are a pain to deal with in Triforce Heroes. Yeah, it's not just my imagination. Okay. Oh, here we go. I can go upstairs here. So there was another door down there that I didn't go in. It's fine. Okay, so this is what'll let me raise the water level up. In the first room. So I can reach the boss door. Okay. I got it. I think. I haven't really encountered a lot of strategy guides. Are there any memorable ones that you folks can think of? Oh, I have to hit that switch. Ah, man. Here I was thinking, gee, seems odd that they have a, one of these water level doohickeys down there when I clearly don't need it. Ha 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 ha. I know there's a lot of lackluster strategy guides out there that just don't give you enough information. Okay, here we go. Okay, that opens the door that I need. And now I need to raise this up, presumably. Square wave is my favorite genre of music. I'm excited to see what the boss of this place is because I don't remember. If it's just Argus again. Wait. I'm gonna be sad to get the red mail. The red tunics, sorry, they're called tunics now. Just because I've always liked the blue and yellow. Not a fan of the red and purple. Let me open. Can I not open this? Okay, okay, okay. Oh, what a silly thing to get worked up over. Oh my god, I can't get in the boss room. Man, the keyhole is so big. I could just crawl in there. Oh yeah, it is Argus. More different Argus. Except with more eyeballs now. Kind of like a combination of Argus and Vitreous. Like their child or something. Vitreous being the weird eyeball boss from the Misery Mire in Link to the Past. Argus used to have those little puffballs that would circle him instead. They kind of look like corn pops. There we go. Meatballs. Cool eyeball. Ow. It's like, where's Rock's feather? Whoa, hyper beam, hyper beam, hyper beam. This is a cool attack. Woohoo! Wow, wow, wow. Oh, a square wave is the sound wave that the NES uses along with a triangle wave. I didn't know that. This is some nice looking water for the 3DS, huh? You like how bosses say ow wow at the same time. Me too. I'm kind of glad they kept that sound effect from A Link to the Past. This exact boss is an Oracle of Ages. They love Argus. Do you know what a square wave is? Gulps nervously and Homestuck. What does that mean, Belle? Once more you have come to my rescue, Morri. How I wish I could again reward you with a gift. Something that would calm the troubled waters of your journey. I can offer you only my deepest gratitude. And yet another task, I'm afraid. You must rescue every one of the 7 sages. Only together can we help you defeat this great evil. It's kind of a generic speech, Orin. I will be glad to be eternally in your debt, if only we all survive this flood of evil. Please now, rescue every one of the 7 sages, my young hero. I hope that this evil will be defeated so I can return to my people. They must be frantic without their queen. Maybe they've, like, gone to a democracy. You say the same thing. Goodbye, Gully. Yeah. You remember the strategy guide for Thousand Year Door having a good sense of humor, such as when Dupless steals the super weapon syrup that can raise the dead, and they commented with "Eat your heart out, Aunt Jemima." Super weapon syrup that can raise the dead? There was a part that said after hearing bad news about Glitzville, Mario goes on a rampage and destroys the locker room, and then they go on to state they made that part up. It would have been a lot funnier. Mario, control yourself. I kind of want to try and get a rock, or not a rock, a bomb down to here. Oh, this freaking thing, though. What was a good way to get rid of this thing? I think with, like, the upgraded fire rod. Maybe I'll do it later when I have better weapons. Or, yeah, I need to come back with the, Is it still the Titan's Mitt in this game? I don't know. Anyway, let's do another dungeon. Bum, bum, ba-da-dum-bum. Oh, heck yeah, bee. I love being friend to bees. Let's see. I'm thinking about where I want to go. I've got options, sort of. I could go to Turt Rock, which is down in the southeast. Chapter 6, the Excess Express. I don't know why I just tried to use the hookshot on that guy. Okay, let's see. Gotta find a path out into Low Rule from here. I want to play more baseball too, but I'll wait. I'll wait to torture you all with that. I've been in here. Yeah, this is the cave formerly known as Mini Moldorm. This feels suspect, this, like, one pillar here. Hang on, I need to break it. Oh. That didn't do anything. Why would you put a lone pillar there? You love baseball? The baseball in this game? It needs another name. We can't call it baseball. It is an insult to the institution of baseball, I say as if I'm a big baseball fan. I don't mind playing baseball, though. Oh, there's a snail up there, but I'm not strong enough to get it. Okay, here is a portal. Oh, you know what I should do? I have a bee with me! Why didn't you get here, little friend? I want to try again. Morri, are you really doing this? Can you focus? No. Is my bee gonna come with me? I wish I could remember the good route for this. Please no, no. That's what I was afraid of. Boy, this enemy placement. They knew what they were doing. Oh, no. Okay, I can graze off the side of that. Good to know. Good to know. No! Still not sure, like, what the most effective way to get up here is. Oh, no! Oh, I'm so sad right now. Oh, why would you put a rock there? Why would you put a rock there? Why would you put a rock there? Oh, I don't think I'm gonna make it again. Tree! Tree! Nope. Nope. I'm so close! There's gotta be a better route I can take. I know time's up. I know time's up. To go to the east at Link's house. You know what? That might be sensible. Yeah, if I go east and... yeah, so I'm not trying to cut through the trees. Obviously, if something isn't working, I have to keep beating my head against a wall until it does, right? Team sports are only fun in school with girls. The guys gave it 100%. You couldn't compete. I know my problem is that the guys in my gym classes were always hyper competitive to the point where, like, they would get really shovey. And also, yeah, just basically they were really aggressive, which made it not fun. And there was a lot of people being, like, really buddy-buddy with one another. So if you weren't, you know, like, popular and in with it, you wouldn't really get to participate much. Why did I stop? Because I thought I was gonna hit a wall. Stop. Oh, man. Stop, please. I was doing so much better. And you're ruining this for me. Yeah, you were right, Andorra. Not today, rock. Not today, rock. Yesterday, tree. Yesterday, tree. Boy, if these soldiers could just go away. Oh, I'm so close. I think I can do it, though. If I go the right way and I don't hit the soldiers. You wanted to love volleyball, but arm hurty. Yeah. It's a good song, though, right? If I give up on the challenge, then the game wins. Well, I also know that sometimes it's better to come back to something with sort of a fresh perspective. Yeah, I also wanted to like volleyball, but I just found it got too painful. Especially because my skin is already in poor shape, so anything that was making it even more bruised and whatnot was not good for me, personally. Okay, so that's designed in a nice way to funnel you that way. Okay, okay. Go, go, go. Good. This is going better, though. This is going better. This is going better. Do not hit the rock. Do not hit the rock. Do not hit the rock. Oh, but I hit the tree. Okay. These dang soldiers. No. Shouldn't be allowed to interrupt my run. I'm gonna hit the tree. I'm gonna hit the tree. Go, go, go. It wasn't pretty, but I did it. 1.5 seconds leeway. Woohoo. The prize you've been waiting for is this. And then he just punches me directly in the nose. Dashing when I'm already on the edge of the screen wastes time. It does. It does. Speed run. Those are some fleet feet you have there, buddy. Put mine to shame. I bet if you really go all out, you'd knock the socks off my little brother and me. Can't wait to see that. Ow. Oh, avenge me, bee. Avenge me. What's in this cave again? Oh, I already got the thing in here. You lucked out in the final year of gym by being hit by a car. I don't know if that's lucking out, Belle. Was there a low rule portal in here? Yes. I also realized something while checking out the recording. That I was approaching the piece of heart from the wrong spot. And what I should be doing is jumping down from the very back. Avenge me, bee! I can't do a Norman Osborn voice, you'll just have to imagine. You're an inch shorter than the protagonist of that volleyball anime whose whole thing is he's too short for the sport, but he can jump high, and you cannot. Here we go. That's what I needed to do. I was interrogating this hut from the wrong perspective. I remember Spider-Man 2. I just can't do the voice. Okay, I don't remember Spider-Man 2 in a lot of... I thought I was going to emerge from the right side, so I pressed right to keep going that way, and I did not emerge from the right side. Anyway, I don't remember Spider-Man 2 in detail. I don't know how high I can jump. Probably not that high, unfortunately. I'm short. I have strong legs, though. Because I'm always, like, lifting and squatting to do stuff at work. What was I doing? I was alright, trying to go to Turt Rock. Okay, let's go to the House of Gales. As someone who was never good at gym, getting hit by a car is considered lucking out. I think the squeak from the snail might have been somewhere where I need to lift big rocks. Or if not, well, I'll come back there at some point anyway. Okay, so I gotta find a low rule portal. I also want that chest. Let's get that chest. I think, like, phys ed as a whole is frustrating because I like moving my body. I like staying active, but it feels like in school it's just designed to be miserable. Like, I got teased mercilessly because of my skin in school, so I just got really self-conscious. Like, being made to wear the gym strip with the shorts and t-shirt was awful. And it just turned gym class into a nightmare experience. I thought I would run past this. My money! Stop! What are you even gonna spend it on? Are you gonna invest it? Is there a low-roll portal up by the high-roll hotfoot guy? I don't know. You didn't have to take phys ed in school, really. Here it's mandatory. The only exception was the last 2 years of high school. And I just didn't have room for it. And also, again, like, gym class with your peers is kind of a nightmare. But they got to do the interesting sports for, like, phys ed 20 and 30. Like, tennis or golf or bowling or archery. Not just playing floor hockey and soccer for the millionth time. Welcome back to Low-Roll Kingdom, Morri. Not far from here is a maze built to contain the power of fire. You must find a way to control the flames. I also sense a strong presence in this vicinity. No doubt it's a sage. Go now. Only you can help. So say I, Hilda of Low-Roll. I should give my voice an echo for those, but then I don't. Yeah, in my gym class, you had to wear the gym strip, which was shorts and a t-shirt. They were pretty strict about it. Which was just... Oh, is that all that's in here? Alright, well, sorry to disturb you. You got to do archery, Claire? I'm so jealous. Oh, another miserable one that we had to do was swimming. I used to like swimming, but again, being teased by my peers just made it miserable. And I remember trying to, like, ask the teacher, look, please don't make me do this because they are going to rip me to shreds. And they did. The other girls in my gym class ripped me to shreds, but my teacher was like, no, you can only be exempt if you have a doctor's note saying you are physically unable to do this sport. I was like, well, heck me, I guess. We went to a pool. We didn't have one in our school. It's too bad, because, like, I like swimming. Oh, yeah, Low-Rulian Zoras look kind of like Kappas. Oh, no! My friends! And I guess there's a snail under here, but, well, can't do anything about that. You're just gonna suffocate. Surprised I was strong enough to do that. Thanks! Oh, that was just horrifying. I couldn't roll back over. I hope my mom isn't too worried about me. Yeah, just making sure, like, I do actually need a mitt upgrade, yeah? I'm not just being an idiot. Oh, is this higher up than me? I guess it is. I can't tell. What is depth perception? Look at this turtle! Are you, like, being harassed by these, not Zoras? These weird one-eyed Kappas? Ow. There we go. Your folks got you miserably short shorts for gym. Ugh, the chafing. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you! That was so terrifying. I didn't know what I was gonna do. What does Tip Top say in Diddy Kong Racing? Like, when you pick him, you mean? I'm trying to think. I never played as Tip Top. I played as Pipsy in Conquer. Doesn't he just, like, make these horrible noises when you pick him? Yeah? Oh, you got to do self-defense in high school? That's cool. And actually practical. Not, like, shaming kids for their ability or lack thereof. Worst was co-ed dance. Is there anything useful here? No, this just leads me back to where I got that bottle, so I don't need to go in there. Co-ed dance, I didn't like having to partner up with other people, but I was good at it because I have a good sense of rhythm and I can memorize like complicated steps fairly easily. But the frustrating thing is that, you know, making us do partner dances, that a lot of the boys were like, oh, dancing, I don't want to dance, that's for girls, I'm not gonna try. All line dancing, yeah, see, I was, again, good at it because it's rhythmic and memorization, but it just, you feel like an absolute dope. A loser. Can I say tool? Is that an appropriate context for it? Because that's what you feel like. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you! That wall was so sticky, it wouldn't let me go. It's sticky. What is it sticky with? Man, I should have taken home ec. You found all of my babies! Thank you so much! I'm sorry I don't have anything I can offer you as a reward. If you need a ride somewhere, you can go ahead and hop on, though. My reward is seeing your children waggle their heads back and forth, like a group of eels. I am content, ma'am. Thank you. I wouldn't say dance was cool. No, please, no, come back. I need it up there. Oh, man. This kind of reminds me of riding Dory in Mario 64. Apparently a lot of people were spooked by Dory, which maybe is why they gave her like a cuter appearance in 64 DS with the goggles. I just remember feeling bad, like ground pounding on her back. I thought, I am hurting this nice dinosaur, and for what? 1 star. Well, okay, a couple of stars. Zelda series has good turrets, like the one that takes you to why can't I think of the Great Bay Temple? I have to think about that for a second. You also had co-ed dance, but your class ratio was always outweighed by guys, and if you think they didn't want to dance before, oh no. Why so fragile about dance? I mean, it's, you know, it's toxic masculinity and all that, I get it. But I mean, dance is fun. You know, if you're doing it, I think, in a more voluntary context. You had more girls than guys, so the one time you couldn't get out of it, you lucked out and danced with your closest friend in that class, who also hated dancing with guys. Man, that's lucky. Dory was already cute. Facts. But I guess Dory, spooked a lot of people. I can't, like, ice rod the other end and launch myself, right? Oh, but I can freeze it. I wanted to launch myself in the air, though. Ow. How rude. I'm thinking about where to go. You can't... Okay. I don't think I can cross that because it's too high up. Let's see what's down here first. Nothing useful. Just some little dodongos. You were more creeped out by the womps in Mario 64 than Dory. I didn't like, well, I shouldn't say I didn't like the noise of ground pounding them in the back. I just, again, it's kind of like, man, I am really hurting these rock guys with their grunts of pain. I don't know why I waited so long to freeze that. I don't even know if there's anything I need here in the central pillar, but I wanted to see. Well, there are these switches. I wonder if I can, like... I don't know what hitting them would accomplish, though, but I gotta try. Cool. No. Woohoo. Maybe that's good. I like seeing where stuff is. Great Bay Temple is a great water temple because there's arrows showing you where to go. You know, you got me there. It says there's a chest over here. But it must not spawn yet or be beneath me. I don't know. Actually, hang on. Oh, can't get up there. Uh-oh. Is this gonna run out when I'm over the lava? Oh! Whoa! How lucky. Then I have to make my way back up there, but still. Kind of awkward when you're first doing a dungeon and you're still kind of getting your bearings. Okay, this just goes over here. Oh, I need that key, but I'd have to emerge from up there. Okay. Da-da. Oh, hello. Oh, there's more of you. Oops. Oops. Dang it, depth perception. Now I'm out of juice. Cool. Listening to me while you're doing this is so relaxing despite the swap to scary music. I'm glad. You know, it sounds very narcissistic, I guess, but I was listening to my recording the other day while trying to get some cleaning done, and I realized, you know what, this is kind of pleasantly chill. That is some weird perspective here. Okay, I see what's going on. So I need the upper one. Yeah, I guess because I don't yell or panic. I hope other people find it chill too. Oh, Beamos. I'll take that. You appreciate Turtle Rock in this game being very distinct from the generic caves, like how it looked and linked to the past. I didn't mind the look of Turtle Rock and Link to the Past. But yeah, this definitely gives it more of a unique identity. And I do think it's fun how, oh, I can't get you through that. I do think it's fun how Turtle Rock is not where you would expect it to be. It's just, oh, what? As the game chugged, I'm like, oh, no, don't hit hot thing with sword. But I did it anyway. There we go. No heated gaming moments. No, I'm very boring like that. I guess this hot temple is the most heated we're gonna get. Ha ha, jokes. Very funny, right? Okay, well, I'm up here. Stop that. Okay, I can knock this over. Cool. Ow. Not cool. Oh, I can't cross there. Okay, so I'm up here. Oh, there's money here. I'll take that. Oh! Did you see that gold rupee? Huh. That's some tricky perspective tomfoolery. I wonder if I can get it. Uh-oh. Oh. Did not space those properly. Ho-ho. Well, I try not to get heated. Even if something is frustrating me, it's good to just come back to it later, right? My biggest concern is that I hope it's interesting for the rest of you. Oh, please hurry up, hurry up. There we go. Okay, let's see. I guess I can go back up here. Check out this side. Yeah, I've got a key. Let's do it. The only thing getting heated in this stream is Link's rear. I'm sorry. Ah, don't do that. Excellent. Nice that you're being rewarded for breaking stuff. Ooh, close. You wish you could be as calm. I don't know what the secret is exactly. Go, go, go. Wait, why did I make this? This is not... Where's that, like, we'll be right back? I don't know what I expected. Well, I'm back here now. It doesn't, like, make another one that would let me get to the wall, would it? I see there's a protrusion here, but I don't know what purpose it serves. I guess I can go back on the wall and... Oh. So I guess defeating the Wizrobes gets me stuff. Well, hang on. There's one on the other side, I think. Oh, boy. How'd I get that guy? Maybe I could use, like, a bow or something. Oh, hello, Boogie. I'm blue now. I'm red now. Oh, that's not the correct item. Hang on, it's gonna time out. Hang on, hang on. Oh, there's one above. No, boy. I don't think this is correct. Maybe I should stick to the ice rod. Oh. Okay, okay. I see. Okay, now I can freeze this. Get around here, and then get rid of this guy? Ah, okay. Now I have to go back around. Did I buy the rabbit out of someone else's house and home? Not yet. I've rented everything, but I haven't purchased everything for keepsies yet. Because it's expensive. Slowly working on it. I don't know if that was really worth it. Going out of my way to destroy all those Wizrobes for that. Oh, do you make anything appear? That's right, I tried to hit you, but I can't get you through. Trixie. Oh, that's right, that just lets me loop back around to the side. I need to get up there somehow. I can't freeze these fire bars anyway, can I? Well, I can stop them, but I can't disable them permanently. What else can I do? Good. Uh-oh, boy. Now let me consult my map here. Okay, stuff on the floor below me. There's a key there I haven't gotten to. Oh, a bot. I always get excited when I see, like, first message from a new viewer, and then it's a bot. Well, I guess it just means I don't have to put on my person face. Oops. And be on my best behavior. Oh, that pillar's taking too long. Never mind. Yeah, I don't think that's where I need to go anyway. Okay, okay. Yeah, we'll just head back for now. Whoop. Okay. Now's my chance to be a big shot, but we did that already. Not until part 3 is released, anyway. It's maybe something I overlooked in here. Yeah, because there's a treasure chest up here, but I need to get along the walls to acquire it. This Wizrobe takes some brain thinking. Oh, okay, so I can, oh, how generous. Hearts. Come on. It's like you don't want to be blown up or something. Buddy. Buddy. There. There we go. Like, oh yeah, I have other... I'm out of juice, I'm out of juice, I'm out of juice. Ooh. Ravio plays his trap card by using Link's money to buy his house. And playing the long game for sure. Woohoo! I mean, that's cool, I guess. It's not progress, but it's cool. Let's see, there's still this central platform that I need to be able to get to somehow. I'm gonna go back and check the first... Uh-oh. Oh, okay, I got scared for a second, but I just moved my mouse. Ooh. We're good, we're good. If Ravia was the hero, he'd defeat Ganondorf by selling him items and then using the proceeds to buy his Dark Fortress and kick in with a curb. I don't think you'd get a lot of customers if you opened up shop in a Dark Fortress, though, you know? Just the vibe is all wrong. Okay, I need to get across there somehow. These aren't high enough. If I kill these little dodongos... Can I not? Am I just missing, or like, can I really... Oh, here we go. Just the depth perception here is weird again. Ah! How come you can get me from above? Oh, please, please. Why? Okay, I should just use bombs again. I don't know if I get anything for destroying them, but might as well try, right? It's a good rule of thumb for Zelda. When in doubt, just destroy everything. Ravio sells Link his own house as a timeshare. TV news all like, the problem with this generation of wizards is that no one wants to get blown up anymore. Millennials with their avocado toast and they're wanting to remain in one piece. The nerve! So let's see, I need to acquire this key as well. Is there a way I can get up there? How do I get there? Is there a way around? Have I not been in here? I haven't been in here. Like a dope. But I need to get to that teleporter from above. Oh, the perspective in here is wigging me out. Let's see. Need them keys. Okay, here we go. There's one. Yeah, they're baby dodongos, I believe. It's gonna let my juice recharge for a second. I guess I didn't really need to do that. Okay, I'm in here. I guess I just overlooked that wall that I could walk against like a fool. Okay, more baby dodongos. I don't know which teleporter I want to take. Where the heck am I? Hang on. Okay, wait, let me refill my juice. Back in my day, lots of people died and none of us complained. Okay. Stepping outside for a second. When was the last time I saved? Before I started this dungeon. Oh, I was hoping this would be the one with the heart piece. Here, why don't I do a manual save, just in case. There. Just in case something implodes, which it won't. That's too far away. Oh no! Guess I have to go around this way. There we go. It's a shame Ravia was not the hero. I mean, I don't know what he does when I'm not in my house. Maybe it's like Reciteer, if any of you have played Reciteer. Oh boy, all these treasure chests have been kind of disappointing so far. Not even any goodies for killing everything. Awful. Okay, well, let's go back up top, because I want... Actually, no, let's see. Maybe I have to go back up downstairs. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud here. Back in my day, we'd just stand there and let legendary heroes blow us up, and darn it, we liked it. I mean, whatever you're into. Okay, I can get along the wall there. So I got this key. To open this door. Woohoo. And I will lower this so I can get the little chest. And I'm sure it's going to be very disappointing. Ooh, a twofer. Are there more games out there where you're a merchant and the whole goal is being a successful salesman? Aside from Reciteer, I guess, what is that game? Moonlighter? I've heard interesting things about Moonlighter, although also mixed things. Like, it drops the ball in some ways, but I don't know exactly how. Let's see. So there's another locked door down there, but there's another key back here. Plus, I still want that piece of heart that's outside. I gotta figure out how to get that. How to open this as well? This door. Oh, if I get on there. Okay, okay. I see. Okay, let's go this way. Alright, I need to get across there somehow. Maybe if I go to the central platform. Back in September when you did a playthrough of Breath of the Wild, your computer crashed right when you first talked to Beetle, and you lost about an hour and a half's worth of progress. Oof. Oh, that's rough. I'm sorry. Thanks for nothing, Beetle. Know I can trust that guy. Okay, cool. Okay, I am here now. Okay, that opens that door. Okay, now I need to go up here. And into the wall. You loved Reciteer. It's a shame Link isn't charging rent to Raphael like that. I think Link is too nice. You gotta exploit. Yeah, that's a little disappointing. There's still a chest in this room. Like around here. I guess I have to do something to make it spawn. What? What is the secret? And also these teleporters. I need to get up there somehow. Let's go back to the central platform. I did stream some Reciteer forever, like way back when. I have beaten it on my own. I don't think I streamed the whole thing, but I have beating the whole thing. My advice if you ever play Reciteer is don't trust Tyr, your assistant. I don't mean like narratively. She's not like secretly the villain, or is she? But it's more the advice she gives you on selling product to people is very flawed. And I found it's more beneficial to undercharge people because then they like you more and they spend more money. Those are my hot Reciteer strats. Oh, this might be where I need to go to get that piece apart. I gotta like... Uh-oh. Well, I was gonna say carefully time these, but I didn't space those well, so never mind. Oh man, please. Why do I keep doing them so far apart? You love when games tutorials are misleading or false. Well, they're not misleading or false exactly, but the advice that she gives you is not the most efficient way to run your shop. And while you will, you know, make a profit if you follow her advice, you will actually make a much greater profit if you charge lower than what she's suggesting you do. There's these, what do they call them? I think near pin bonuses, where essentially, I forget if there's like an expected price that you have to try and get close to for your selling. But you want to try and hit that near pin bonus, and the prices that Tyr gives you are too high for that. That is my experience playing Reciteer. It's been several years. 3 out of 7 doors done. Wow, good job, Belle. I can't get around here, can I? No. Ow. I don't like you guys. I'm afraid you're gonna break my game somehow. Ravio sells Link a feather, granting him the ability to jump. It's a regular feather. Well, Link does have big ears, although so does everybody here, so maybe that doesn't mean anything. Well, there's still one chest showing on my map, like here. There's probably a switch under those skulls. Let me see if I can't get it. And if not, well, whatever. 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 Oh. Oh, I don't know what I expected. Now these are spaced weird. What have I done? Oh no. I walked off. That's fine. We're good. Oh man. Is there a term for what Link and Zelda are? Like, they're not elves. No, they're Hylians, as far as I'm aware. Oh, there's no switch under here. Well, I got nothing then. Sure, maybe there's another switch somewhere, but I can't be bothered. It's probably more money. And I can't say I'm particularly excited at the thought of, like, another 50 rupees. Are there regular humans in Hyrule? I thought everybody... I remember the manual for Link to the Past talked about the long ears or something, like, left over for when people would communicate with the gods on the regular, or something like that. Okay, now I gotta get to this central platform somehow. But how I do... I haven't been in... Oh, I have a key. It's like, I don't know where to go! Well, maybe I should try opening the door that I haven't opened yet. There we go. That's better. I don't know if there's people with normal ears in Zelda. I have not paid enough attention to characters' ears over the years. Yes, I know, I guess I'm a fake fan. I'm saying that in jest. Please don't actually call me a fake fan. I'll be very upset. I don't like me some gatekeeping. Very bad. Uh-oh. Oh, hit the switch, hit the switch, hit the switch. Okay. Okay, they're just perpetually going up and down now. No, get on the wall. There we go. I don't remember what the boss of here is. It's gonna be exciting. As I walk into a hair curler. Oh, you again. The boss is actually just these two wizrobes. There we go. The ears might be some minor genetic variation, like how some people have fused earlobes and others don't. Spamton's problem was his ears were too small. That's his only problem, right? People with rounded ears in Zelda games like the Gerudo in Breath of the Wild. The Gerudo are the Gerudo, though. They're not human. Okay, well that's something. Ooh. Ooh, spicy. Stop. Stop. Thank you. Why, how convenient that there are these big holes in the floor. That's why you don't put off home repairs. Ooh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'll never comment on the state of your domicile again. Yeah. Spicy meatball. No, Spamton has no other faults. Oh, here we go. Non-Hylian humans first appeared in Link's Awakening. That I can understand, though. Maybe the Windfish never met a Hylian before. Are you the Turtle Rock? Sorry, this thing is trying to run me over. I guess I shouldn't giggle, but... Ah. Why are you so angry? Whoa. Venting some steam, huh? Really angry because unlike Trinex, he doesn't have 2 heads. 3 heads, I guess. Oh, Twilight Princess. Did they have rounded ears in Link to the Past? I guess maybe that's why the manual referred to Hylians as like a previous race of people. Your girl Maple is a human. Does that mean you have a chance with her? Boogie thought the same thing. Wish you could be there for whoever voiced this turtle laying down the tracks. Me too. Some quality. Hello, Impa. You missed my cool fight with the turtle.
Ah, yes, Morri. Here you are. I shouldn't have doubted the princess for a moment. You are the hero of our time. And what a splendid hero you make. You've endured so much to get this far. Yet, as Hyrule is facing the same threat as in the legend of old, you have so much more to endure. You must find the remaining sages. Once we have been united, then we will help you do what the hero of legend did so long ago. So please, rescue the rest of us, Morri. You must ensure that this crisis ends as it did in the legend of old. Please, we're counting on you, Morri.
No pressure. Oh, lovely Zelda. Can you begin to comprehend how lucky you are? Such legends. Such heroes. We had legends. We had heroes. Lorule had hope. But all that is gone. Lorule has only me now. And your hero, of course. And if the hero of Hyrule fails me... Oh, but I must have courage. He will succeed, or all is lost. Are you okay, Hilda? Did you just need a buddy? Someone to talk to? Oh, that's right, I have to wait for that to come back. Whoops. Well, thank you, Ryfam. Yeah, I guess if you're just joining us now, for whatever reason, so I am not streaming on Friday this week because we're moving on Saturday morning. I need a paper bag to breathe into. So yeah, I should be back next Tuesday if everything goes smoothly and the internet's good and everything is set up properly. Why did I jump in the water here? I don't know. Well, there's a portal up this ways. In Triforce Heroes, the kingdom of Hytopia is entirely inhabited by round-eared humans, so no Hylians or other races live as residents in the state. This fact is pointed out by many of the inhabitants, as notably demonstrated when the populace reacts with surprise to Link's pointed ears or regards them as fashionable. Round ears are so common to Hytopia that pointed ears are even regarded as one of the prerequisites for being a Triforce hero. I can't believe I've forgotten all of that complex lore for Triforce Heroes. Maybe because most of my time playing that game is with friends and not really paying attention to the deeper lore. Can I just say, you know how terrible it is when someone disconnects on, like, the last stage in, like, the boss rush? It's not good. Ow. Stop that. I can probably find a third hero in mid-roll. They'd probably be pretty mediocre, though, let's be real. Oh, hello, Bee. Now I gotta think about where I'm going next. That poor Octorok. Okay, for reals. I guess there's the desert one. Did we hire movers or bribe friends with pizza and beer? I don't have any local friends, so movers is going to be movers. You know what? I've got some money. We're flush with some cash, some bread. No pizza tastes better than moving pizza. A warm welcome to you, Mr. Hero. Okay, let's buy something for real. I mean, I am gonna do the dungeon where I need the sand rod. I guess I could buy it and upgrade it. 800 rupees! You buy it, done deal. No returns. You sure you want that? Unfortunately, yes. I wish I could keep the rabbit ears on, honestly. They're cute.
Thank you for being such a great customer.
You're welcome. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know, what else could I get? Bombs. Uh-huh. I'll have a good one. Ooh, I cut off his woo. Sorry, Ravio. I'm only gonna have enough money for one more. Sure, I'll take the bow. I'll take the bow. Oh my god, now I can... How many rupees was it to play baseball? Trying to remember what I use in the ice temple. Thank you, because I don't... Might be the bow? I don't know. I don't remember. Okay, Mother Mai. Snails. I must cash in some snails. I like how this cave looks like it's screaming at me. Hello. Mm-hmm. I think I got enough for one more upgrade. Or actually, maybe I could do more. I think I only owned a couple. Okay, let's upgrade this stupid sand rod. Oh, it's like the sun rod now. Wow. We haven't even seen the regular sand rod effects. In this game, you use the flame rod. In Twilight Princess, you use a giant metal ball. I guess I've only got 2 things to upgrade. Hey, that's right, there's a rolly ball in Twilight Princess, isn't there? Is it as bad as the rolly ball in Mario Galaxy? Fancy. I miss the rabbit ears, though. Rabbits are like my aesthetic. My babies are so shy, you might not even see them when you walk by. Yeah. Okay. Let's go to Kakariko. Oh, that's right, I can summon not Maple. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, Ding Dong. Go here. Could the broom just, like, hang around me, maybe? The Cane of Samaria and Link to the Past. You know, I completely forgot. What's the cane that you get in Minish Cap? The one that lets you flip things. I always forget that exists. Alright, I guess I have to equip my nice sand rod. Did Link fly with the broom holding him by the face with its bristles? Yes. Well, he's holding on to it, but he doesn't want to sit on it, I guess because it's not his. There we go. No, I want to get rid of it. How does it just... I guess it just goes down. Yeah, it just makes it go back up. Okay, here we go. I just have to not face it. There we go. I have saved you from your sandy beach prison. Oh yeah, which... Was it Oracle of Ages that has the Cane of Samaria? Last time I played it, I completely forgot that was an item you could get in Oracle of Ages, and I was shocked to get it. Like, oh yeah, you get this thing. I remember there's a fairly evil puzzle you gotta solve with it. Well, maybe it's not that evil. I guess it depends on how perceptive you are. I'm here. Let me try this while I'm here. Did I get the heart piece from the the low rule version of Rupee Rush? I think I did. Boy, instinctively I wanted to collect the big cuckoos, and I'm like, wait, no, don't touch. Don't touch. They look so huggable, though. Have any of you ever gotten to pet a chicken? I don't think I have. Oh, okay. Oh, I guess I need something to monologue about. Just been packing dishes today. Trying to get my brain to focus. My god, I really should talk to my doctor and see. Maybe medication would help? Oh, heck. Cane of Pachi. That was it. I want to try one more time. You want to get a plush cuckoo, but like an impossibly large one. Like one of these? You know what I learned the existence of the other day was like, it's like a 1/4 life-size, a Dracovish plush, which is a Pokemon. It's one of the fossil Pokemon from Sword and Shield. And if you're not familiar with it, you should look it up. Like, not even just the plush, the Pokemon. Sword and Shield have interesting fossil Pokemon in that they are weird amalgams of separate fossils smashed together in some sort of horrible Frankenstein genetic tire fire, for lack of a better word, by a very shady back alley scientist. And so, like, they're all two separate Pokemon fused together, and Dracovish is like the bottom half of some kind of dinosaur and the top of like a Dunkleosteus, if that's how you say that fish's name. I've never had to say it out loud. Although there's also Arctovish, which is similar, except the head from the Dunkleosteus type Pokemon is upside down, so its mouth is like on top of its head. That thing just must be suffering. Just to exist must be painful. It's kind of cute though, but yeah, all the fossil Pokemon in that game just look tormented. Like, I forget the name of, what's the one that's like the skinny bird head and then like the big body of ice, like an ice cube that's just like perpetually cold and shivering. Like, what kind of monster put these together? I mean, they're fun. But, I mean, at least Ammonites are ethical. Oh, I did it. Oh, here come my adoring fans? Please, no autographs. Well, I guess we're just here until I hit a bird. I was gonna say, maybe tell me how your weekend was, but I can't really read the chat right now. I could, but that would be silly. Are you sick of this music yet? What else have I been doing aside from, like, moving and trying not to panic about moving? You know what? It's this stupid thing my brain's been doing when I can't focus. And I've been playing a lot of Slay the Spire again. I don't know why. It's just that darn game. I keep coming back to it. You should try it. I wish there was like a demo or something of it out there. But it's very addictive. And I think it's fairly simple to sit down and play. I have, out of the 4 characters, the Ironclad and the Watcher are at Ascension level 7, and I have the Defect and the Silent at Ascension level 8. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. I have beaten the true final boss. Nice. With all of them. Oh, sorry. Okay. That was some spectacular footwork. By the looks of it, you can take on bigger challenges than that. Your prize is 100 rupees. No, I'm good. The Cuckoos say thank you for playing. Come again sometime. Somehow I thought I'd get another piece of heart for that. I guess not. Well, you did it, Belle. Congrats. Oh, hello, Kapotiko. Thank you very much. Wow, that actually, like, stunned him. I'm shocked. Okay, so I need to find dungeon in desert. How I get to desert. That's the sticking. Whoa, the sticking point here. Is there a teleporter I can use down this a ways, maybe? I'm looking at the chat. Perfectly natural to feel scattered when I'm worried, but I feel scattered all the time. I guess just worse. Worse now. I'm a very nervous person, as if you couldn't tell. Ooh. What is up here? Before I go hopping in there. I don't think I really looked into this area much. Anything good up here for me? I hear squeaking. Oh, they're probably under one of those big rocks, though. Do I get anything for smashing this? Probably not. No. Why is it here? Why do you just have a pillar there? To torment me? Yeah, they're under here. Their Pokedex entries are so sad. What's wrong with Game Freak? Their existence just looks like pain. Hey. Welcome back to Lorule Kingdom, Morri. You find yourself near a swamp that is a dread and rotting place. Within it I sense the very faint presence of a sage. And how odd. I sense also desert sand near this sage, but there is no desert in Lorule. Furthermore, I foresee that you must bring an item into a temple there that will give you control over sand. I say again that there is no desert in Lorule. I do sense the start of your path is here, though. How baffling. So say I, Hilda of Lorule. Yeah, man, I'm just so confused. You figure it out yourself. Guy who bought a lobster at the supermarket and kept it as a pet. I feel like I've heard of that. And Dora, is this the treasure room that drove you crazy?
Yes, I'm a professional treasure hunter. I can't go anywhere without being recognized. I'm having a tough time here, though. If only I could manipulate sand and wind, then well, let's just say I'd be able to secure myself a nice little piece of treasure here. Don't you worry about it, though, kid. Just leave it to the professionals. I'll figure this one out soon enough.
Leon the Lobster. That's a good name for a lobster. Is this like a reset button? Well, I know I've solved this one. Let me get a little feel for the lay of the land. So I gotta get over there. Okay, okay. Whoops. Whoops. Also, belatedly Claire. Oh. Okay, I have to go around there. I see. That's cool that your folks had chickens. And that one of them always wanted to hold you. And chickens are... Oh. Chickens are cute. Both his claws are working again. That's good. Lobsters are strange creatures. Okay. Hang on, this... Let's see. Does this hitting the switch not do anything for me? Yeah, I can't go through there. Why switch unresponsive, I wonder? Or do I have to hit all of them, which I've not done yet? Okay. So there's just... Ooh. Okay, here we go. Just had to hit all those first. I wish I could talk more about Pokemon, but I feel like it would be hypocritical. Why do I keep hitting my controller? I'm sorry. I feel like it would be hypocritical if I did, because I've, again, been enjoying going into it unspoiled. Although, you know, I gotta say, again, like, thinking about the game with time, I realize that some of the flaws that are in Legends, stuff that, again, like I mentioned before, like I wish Pokemon had more unique behaviors out in the overworld. Like you could see them interacting with one another. That would be cool. Whoops. Or with the environment. I guess because I've played so much of it, it's starting to feel a little empty. I mean, again, I'm still really enjoying it, don't get me wrong. There's just stuff that I wish it had. But my Pokemon are all my friends, and I am enjoying that aspect of it. For me, I've never been one for competitive battling. I always found that stuff kind of dull. Let's see, so I need sand pillars, because if I have this blow me across, I'll just land on the floor. Thinking here. Yeah, I can't go around here. But yeah, I've always, like, for me, the biggest appeal is, hopefully this takes me all the way across. Yeah, the biggest appeal is, just find a new Pokemon and making friends with them. So going in unspoiled has been a lot of fun, because I can see something and be like, oh, it's so-and-so, I want one. Anyway, I did it. Woohoo. Oh, you're not gonna... Well, that's a dialogue. If only I could control sand and wind. See, my problem is that I can't control either of those things. But if I could... Do we tell him I got the treasure? It took you an eternity to think of doing that? You mean, oh, hello. The, making another pillar in the... Or a row in the middle, I should say. I'm happy as long as my feathered friends are with me. Well, that is before they got turned into monsters. In which case, I should have been changed along with them, I thought, so I put on a mask and chanted. A lot. I tried to admire the yellow-winged monsters that live nearby, but as soon as they land, they spit out these bomb-like things, and I can't get anywhere near them. I think I might be able to get closer if only I had a shield. Oh yeah. These... Oh, I can block that, but it, you know, doesn't really do me any good. If I could reflect it back... Oh, I hear a snail. Why do I feel like this portion is irritating? That's what my mind says. I did something smart. That's good. I want that snail. Can I drop down from the other side and get... Snail! Whoosh. Okay, so there's a portal I can take to get to Hyrule. Let's scope out this area first. Yes, I saw the money on the back of that pillar. Okay. Anything interesting here? Anything I need? Oh, a snail. Yeah, I'll take that. Oh, good luck with work, Boogie. Thank you for joining us. Oh, hello. Please don't bite me. I'm sure I don't taste good. Flavored with fear, sweat, and swamp water. Not a good combination. Okay, let's take this pillar. Too bad Zelda can't communicate with me and give me some friendly words of advice. I mean, I know why she can't, but it's so lonely. Oh, I hear a snail. Ooh, jazz hands. I can't remember what those guys are called. It might just be like Sandmen. Something dopey like that. Okay, the squeaking was back to the left. Little friend, where are you? It's not like buried in the sand somewhere, is it? Stop it. That is a weird noise. Can you stop? I don't know if it's better or worse than the vultures from oh, I can't get past these. A Link to the Past. Just because those ones would just circle you and never come into attack, I don't think. Can I get anywhere interesting before my juice runs out? Probably not. Nope. Let's see, so I need to get up there. Oh, there's that too. Stop it. That snail is bugging me. Where is it? Wait, did I try this already? Oh. Hang on. Okay, I need to get up there. There are too many things coming at me. Stop it. Okay. Oh. There we go. Peace and quiet. Criminy. Oh. There we go. Well, I'll come back for the snail. If need be, I could always get snails off camera. Okay. Oh. Well, not exactly what I was looking for, but I'll take it. Guess I'll have to go back, though. I want up there. Oh, that squeaking is driving me batty. Taunted with forbidden... Oh, I can't... Forbidden knowledge. Forbidden snail. Ugh. Depth perception. It's not like up there, is it? If I take this one, it just dumps me in the water, I think. Okay, I can't get that way. Thinking here. That would just knock me down. Seriously, they're not like submerged here or something, are they? They're just like on a wall or something, right? They're not like on the back of this, are they? And I just can't perceive them? This snail is tormenting me. Okay, let's go up here. Stop. 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 There. Something like up here, is there? Okay. What if I smash this? No. Just disappointment. Oh, here we go. Oh. Well, that's not exciting. I mean, I guess it would be in hero mode. Those things look like mini yellow doubles, like from Mega Man. You know what? Yeah. They kind of do. Maybe not as universally terrible? I guess I'm not really allowed to say that. I haven't gotten to play the first Mega Man, but I've seen people struggle to fight that boss many times. And it just looks like an absolute nightmare. Like, the level of precision required... I think the worst part about the Yellow Devil is just your window of opportunity to damage it is so small, and then you have to wait so long before you get another one. That's like a game design cardinal sin. Don't make me wait around. I'm gonna get restless. Okay, before I take that, let me have a look around here. Is there anything interesting I can access? I don't think so, no. That's why the lightning pause glitch is a thing. But what if you don't want to exploit it? I mean, I don't blame people for exploiting it because the rest of the fight looks miserable. Without the pause glitch, you never would have beaten it. I don't blame you. It looks so unfun to fight. Mine now. Whoops. Should have made better use of it. Before I take that, let me just see what's... Okay, oh, just that broken bridge. Okay. Oh yeah, E-tanks weren't a thing in the first Mega Man, were they? I guess not. You've beaten the Yellow Devil hundreds of times without pausing, no biggie. And your legal counsel comes in and whispers in your ear, oh, outside Smash Bros. Never mind. Yeah. Oh, I'm worried I'm gonna accidentally walk off this. Oops, not that way. No, not that way. I can hear the squeaking again. Where is it? Where is it? It's tormenting me. There it is. Holy smokes. I knew I could hear squeaking. Oh, that's so much better. Do you folks want to keep going through one more dungeon? Or do you want to call it an evening? Either or. I do need to do more packing, though. Yee? Okay. Let's keep going. One more dungeon. Why not? Get the most bang for your streaming buck. Oh yeah, I can. I'm not very tired. I'm just like all nervous energy right now. Oh yeah, you can't have... I thought I heard squeaking for a second and almost lost my mind. You can't have a desert palace without some cool chanting. The Maya-Mais are coming from inside the temple. They're feeling spelunky. You know, I've never gotten to play that game. I've heard Spelunky 1 and 2 are fun, but very difficult. I know, like, to get the... like, to find all the secrets in the first Spelunky, because I read up on it once, and it's a lot of rigmarole. Hang on, I should get my fire rod out. I guess you can't see it unless I'm wielding it, but my fire rod kind of looks like a honeycomb. Or not a honeycomb, you know the spiral on a stick? The honey wand? What are those called? You know what I'm talking, like, you know the commercials for like Honey Nut Cheerios? On the box for Honey Nut Cheerios, I should say. There's always one of those things. Oh, man. Stop that. Don't have time for your lasers. Okay, but you know what I'm talking about. That's good. Okay, I can't walk off that. Very good. Mini beehives, syrup wands. There's gotta be like an actual name for them, right? Levers. Hang on, I gotta... There we go. Honey dippers? That sounds right. I don't know if it is right, but I believe you if you said it was. Can I get rid of this? Oh, I can. I'm gonna have to cart you upstairs, aren't I? Stop it. Okay, it is Honey Dipper. Yeah, it is disappointing after many beehives. Oops, not too many. Well, yeah, we all learned something new today. How about that? Let's not say my stream is not educational. One of these days, I should do, like, an edutainment game. Like one of the humongous entertainment games. Like Pajama Sam. Or Spy Fox. I never played Freddy Fish. Dang it. Just pull. Or putt. Isn't there some Easter egg in, like, Freddy Fish and the Case of the Missing Kelp Seeds? Or what is Freddy's, like, companion fish's name? Because I think you can get him eaten or something. Like, sacrifice him? I don't know, this is... I remember reading about it in the cutting room floor once. Like, don't judge me. I'm not the one making beloved children's character Freddy Fish morbid. Your childhood gaming experience was nothing but edutainment. Oh yeah, I played a lot of edutainment stuff when I was little. Something, I don't know, I was gonna say calming about it, maybe that's not the word. I guess just nostalgic. Oh, if only I could lift heavy things. Tormenting. Sacrifice, circle of life, same difference. One of the sources on the Honey Dipper page is entitled, Nelly is in the newest commercial for Honey Nut Cheerios called Bee Got Swag? Ooh, stop that. Antlions. I want to get rid of it now. Well, the Honey Nut Cheerios bee has gotten really annoying. I mean, I've always found him kind of annoying, but he's just on a whole other level these days. Well, I don't know if he's ever not been annoying. Anyone a fan of the Honey Nut Cheerios bee? There's probably fans of him out there. Of course I know about Putt. Oh, you're responding to the chat. I can't get out of here because of this stupid Gibdo. It's in my way. Oops. Or maybe I was trying to emerge too close to the chest. I don't know. There we go. Oh, no! I ran out of juice and I got punted off. Get out of here. That looked painful. Yeah, Humongous Entertainment is a company that made a bunch of edutainment point-and-click adventure games, like Pajama Sam, Spy Fox, Freddy Fish, Putt. I think there was like a bear character that they only did for like one game. I don't remember what his name is. But yeah, I enjoyed Pajama Sam back in the day, and more recently, like a few years ago, a bunch of the games are on sale on Steam, so I got Spy Fox for 99 cents, the first one, and I played it and I enjoyed it. Yeah, it's a little baby game, but you know what? Like it was cute, it was charming. It was kind of fun to experience other humongous entertainment games, because they had demos for the other ones on like my Pajama Sam CDs. for like Putt Putt and Freddy Fish. And I always wanted to try them. And I never could until now. And by now I meant a couple years ago. Diggum is the superior cereal mascot. Who is Diggum? Is he like the Honeygrams bear? Like the weirdly chill bear? Cheerios B has a snorts illegally begotten Adderall vibe. Cereal mascot discourse. Diggum is the sugar smack frog. Oh, we don't have sugar smack up here. Also, hello, Lyra. I didn't even know you were here. Star Wars math game. I've not encountered a Star Wars math game. The math games when I was little were math munchers. I played, like, our elementary school had those really old Apple II computers. We did upgrade, and like in the library we got some like fancy, good, like new color screen Macintosh computers with kid pics and all that. But our classrooms had, oops, that's fire, that's not sand. Had like the really they were super outdated at the time, Apple II computers with the green screens. And I played Math Munchers on that. And then later there was like a newer version of Math Munchers that wasn't from like an isometric perspective. And there were these, oh, I got the Titans mitt, woohoo! They were potatoes called commentators that commented on your gameplay. I forget, I think, yeah, that was also a Math Munchers one I had, but there was also like a Word Munchers and I think Trivia Munchers. I never got to play them, but I know they exist. Yeah, commentators. I don't know if I got that joke right away when I was little. Okay, I'm just back in here. Okay, I see where I am. I need to get that treasure chest that I was unable to access previously because I was not strong enough. Math Rescue. I also had Super Solvers. I can't remember what it's called. It was the one about vehicles. I think I also briefly played the one where you're... No, I don't need to go this way. I need to go elsewhere. You're climbing a mountain? Why can't I think of what it's called? Gizmos and Gadgets! Thank you! Thank you, Andorra. That's exactly it. Also, hello! Welcome, welcome. Oh, I love people remembering these shared experiences of edutainment games. Yeah, I never played Math Rescue. You got so upset when Mavis Beacon wasn't a real person. I think you could count Mavis Beacon as a game. I didn't actually experience Mavis Beacon until I think like junior high, because the typing programs we used in elementary school were not Mavis Beacon brands. I don't know what they were. I have this really distinct memory of in 3rd grade they would take us to the library where like the good computers were for our typing lessons, and they were showing us the basics on like just these laminated printouts of keyboards, just so we could get an idea of where the keys are. And they taught us about home row. Who's interrupting my anecdote? Oh, it's the tiles. Ow. And they were teaching us how to, like, what fingers you use for what keys. And I just remember this girl in my class muttering to herself, FFJ, FFJ space, FFJ, FFJ space, while pressing her hand against the, or fingers against the printout keyboard. I don't know why that's been burned into my brain for years, but there you go. Oh no, antlions. Oops, I missed. Get out, get out, get out. You're banned from Free Ham Sandwich Day. A rabbit typing game. Is it Reader Rabbit? The Star Wars math game was Star Wars Math Jabba's Game Galaxy. Okay, let's get up here. You never officially learned to type. You can do 70 to 80 words per minute. That's still pretty good. I know a lot of people that still hunt and peck, which is a little aggravating to watch. I mean, I'm not faulting them for it. You know, it's a skill. But just like, especially when you need someone to type something in, and you have to wait for them to do it. And they're hunting and pecking, and it's really slow. And it's, you want to go like, let me do it. But of course you can't, because, I don't know, it's like in a doctor's office or something. Obviously they're not going to let you at the computer. But just as part of me wants to go, please allow me. Ow. Kids who grew up with the cell phone age aren't very good typists. I'm reading the chat while I do this. Because they weren't really taught proper technique. And that makes sense. And I wonder sometimes, like, how... Because a lot of people would type with probably, like, 2 fingers on their phone keyboard. I actually just use my thumb or my pointer finger most of the time. Or, like, my pointer and middle fingers on one hand if I'm typing on my cell phone. But I've got tiny baby hands. Get out of here. But if I'm on an actual keyboard, I don't recall what my words per minute is exactly, because I haven't done a formal typing course in a long time, but it's very fast, like 120 words per minute, at least. I was very good at it back in school. I feel that's, well, probably for, let's say, people around maybe our age group, and I know I do have some younger viewers on occasion, but around our age group are probably all fairly quick, just because we were taught the technique, versus, again, as Belle said, the cell phone, I was going to say cell phone dimension, no, cell phone generation. Okay, I see. So if I dispel that, the arrow will hit the switch. I think. If I move this statue. I think. I want that. Hang on, I'm thinking about how I get that. Okay, I need to get up on the red. Can't get around. I can't get around. Let me through. Okay, I have to get up here. Aha, okay, there we go. The rabbit typing game is ringing a very vague bell, right? That's what I'm thinking too. I don't know if it's Reader Rabbit. I never played the Reader Rabbit games, but I know they exist. That is gonna get annoying. Okay, now where am I going? Over there? Over there. Before we get too far away from super solvers, you can always bring up super solvers, by the way. Now how? I need that. How I get there? I need to... Could I go across the wall over there and I just missed it? Now how do I get there? Why do I feel like I'm missing something really obvious? I can't go along the wall there because there's a thing barring my path. Unless this does not raise me up high enough to... Pardon me again, thinking out loud. Oh, no, I can't do that. Oh, my hook shot. No! No! Man, it works in like every other game. Jeez. How do I get across there? Maybe this room floods with sand at some point. That might be it. Because I don't know if I can get it right now. There was one Super Solver game that was spelling themed. There was an option to turn off the sound, and then it would tell you in captions what you were supposed to spell. Oh. Well, I mean, they tried to make it accessible. It didn't quite work, but they made an honest effort, and that's respectable. You had to take 2 typing class for your second year degree, and you had to slow yourself down because the online system wasn't registering your typing. Oh, that would be infuriating. You're too good. You broke the system. Ow, stop. You're realizing a lot of edutainment games had typing sections built in. One was a race car where the speedometer was words per minute. I'm thinking now there was a edutainment series that I think my parents won like a pack of them from some raffle at school. Is there a way I can... Oh, I just like squished that. No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work at all. Oh! It keeps its momentum. Huh. Okay. Well, that works. And I'm trying to remember... I remember there was several games in there, and one was based around math and arithmetic, and there was like this movie theater, and you could earn tokens to watch the movie, movies playing in the theater by doing really well at math. So I just worked really dang hard on doing quick arithmetic so I could watch the stupid movies. What was it called? I can't remember. It's haunting me now. Well, the speedometer sounds familiar. Maybe we can, like, crowdsource the name of this edutainment game that Dak is trying to remember. There we go. The most MIDI-tastic guitar soundtrack. A lot of games from that era did. So there's another treasure chest, like, to the left of me? Or, like, in the threshold between rooms? I don't know. Whatever. I can get this now. Give me the loot. Very nice. Oh, it was a Mavis Beacon minigame. You could go up to 70 words per minute sometimes, but your accuracy is prone to suffer. Oh, am I still considered unusually fast? I don't want to sound like I'm bragging now, gosh. But I just never really thought about it, because, you know, I'm used to typing a lot and very quickly. And I just assumed a lot of other people from my age group have as well. Oh, there's the treasure chest. Oh. Okay, I know what I gotta do. I gotta enter it from the room up above. I kinda wish I didn't have to wall merge into the sands. If it was just at the right height so I could walk across. So much faster. Okay, there's a door, like, here we go. I'm so glad someone else remembers gizmos and gadgets. I learned what a fuselage was. I'm not really sure where I would practically apply the knowledge of what a fuselage was, but by golly, I learned what a decal was too. And I remember, it's such a weird thing being teased in 6th grade by, well, there's just one girl that would find like every excuse to tease me, and I said decal because that's how they pronounced it in Gizmos and Gadgets. When you wanted to put a cool sticker on the side of your vehicle, it was called a decal. And she's like, no, it's decal. Hey, everybody. She thinks it's pronounced decal, but it's decal. Like, who? What? Why do you care? Oh, okay, I need to goad this Beamos into hitting these switches. If I can get this Gibdo, 2 Gibdo out of the way first. Leave me alone, please. There we go. Yeah. Get someone else to do it for you. Yeah, who says decal? It's such a weird thing. Like, what a hill to die on. Oh, I should have gone south first to get a key. Oh well. Got excited. Yeah, I've only ever heard decal, so I don't know what that was about. But as I said, she took like every opportunity she could to bully me, so I'm not surprised. I remember she was also like, one of the other things she teased me about was, okay, the stripy horse-like animal. How do you pronounce it? You probably say zebra, right? I said zebra. But she's like, no, it's zebra. Hey, everybody, she says zebra. And again, like like her gaggle of friends all taunting me for saying zebra. And like, have you been watching British nature documentaries? We say zebra in Canada. What? I mean, people do pronounce it zebra elsewhere, like in the UK, as far as I'm aware, but not here. Here we say zebra. Why? Yeah, don't say zebra. Well, unless that's how you naturally want to pronounce it, and that's fine. Dekel is your favorite pet name for Harrison Ford's character in Blade Runner. Oh, hang on, there is a treasure in here. Yaha. You're not kidding, though. Fiberglass body shaped like a rocket is forever in your mind. It was so nice making the super speedy vehicles. What was the name of, like, the Dr. Wily lookalike guy? The villain of the Super Solvers games? Baby's first Dr. Wily? Professor Morty, thank you. Zebra. Like Deborah. You'll never guess what I saw Deborah's husband do. Like that. The other thing I distinctly remember her teasing me about, yes, there were, of course, multiple incidents here, was... So in grade, I think 4 was around when Pokemon came out and got really popular. You know, and everybody played Pokemon. Everybody loved Pokemon. Of course, I love Pokemon. But in 6th grade, she started taunting me like, oh, you still like Pokemon? Pokemon's for babies. I mean, of course, I'm sure this has happened to many children, where the thing that they once loved that was popular is now ridiculed by all their peers. But thankfully, Pokemon has rolled back around to being cool again. Thank God. That's not what I wanted to do. No, it is not what I wanted. I'm just gonna get my own bombs instead of relying on these stupid eyeball creatures. Your TV app crashed, oh no. It was just about me being made fun of for liking Pokemon, and like, not even 2 years ago, it was super popular. But now it's only the domain of babies, I guess. But it has rolled back around to being popular, thank God. Even my parents, I know, are like, oh, you'll be over it. Ha, joke's on you. I still like Pokemon. I remember being told that about Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon, too. No, Sailor Moon is was very formative for me. Oh, you know what I should be doing is the... Oh, yeah, good. There we go. Yeah, let's not utilize the dungeon's whole gimmick. Why not? There we go. Cool. What happened to you in middle school? Ugh. I think we all want to roast this girl from my school. How about we stick a decal on your zebra? Hang on. Okay, so now that it hits this switch... There we go. Sailor Moon was very formative for you. You've heard that before. I wonder where. All the adults were like that during the original Pokemon craze. You love how wrong they were about how, like, oh, you'll outgrow it, you'll get bored of it. The people who made fun of you for liking Pokemon didn't know about it to effectively slam you. Well, I'm glad they could not effectively slam you, but I'm still sad that they tried to slam you to begin with. That is not kosher. Can I... Maybe I don't need to do this. I can just walk across. Oh, I can. Good, good. Did she also pronounce aluminum as aluminium? I don't think so, but that didn't come up in school that I was aware of. I do recall in like 7th grade, we were watching an educational video, that's just gone now, in science class that mentioned aluminum, but the narrator was from the UK, so they said aluminium, and everybody in class said that was the funniest thing. Aluminium. In middle school, kids made fun of you for not playing RuneScape? And then a few years later, some of those same kids are making fun of you for pretending to not have played RuneScape? What? I'm sorry, I'm like reading the chat. Talking to one kid about Sonic Adventure, and you were talking about how Chaos 6 was easy, but they hadn't gotten to the final boss yet, so you just called it Chaos 7 for simplicity's sake. And one kid was like, I heard they're making a Chaos 8 for real. I love those stupid schoolyard rumors. I've definitely heard a lot of them. How do I fight this boss again? I guess like that. Cool. Oh, right. I have to be standing on solid ground to do that. Well, that complicates things a little bit. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are these, pea hats? I hate them. Put it back. You always got into an argument. Okay, maybe I shouldn't read chat while I'm with kids about Digimon is superior to Pokemon. What if you like them both? That was me, a child of both worlds, of Pokemon and Digimon. Like the cool eyeballs. This plant reminds me very heavily of Boogie. A shame she's not here, but I mean, she's seen it before. Whack, whack, whack. It's gonna shoot the laser at me, but maybe I can kill it before it... There we go. Yeah, what is this RuneScape-centric social currency? I would have thought talking about playing RuneScape would have gotten you made fun of. Oh, you call it aluminium? It's actually aluminium. Oh, look! There she is, Endora. Real human witch. You definitely feel that way now. Both are good, but young Lyra had very serious opinions and had to tell people. Understandable. Yeah, they had an uncle who worked at Sega. Chaos 8 real. Hey! You came to rescue me? Well, I don't know what to say, Morri. But, hey! My fortune came true after all. You took your sweet time getting here, didn't you? I was in big trouble, and I've got to get back to my Gram. That's all right. I forgive you. Just don't take that long to rescue me next time. And don't make any of the other sages wait that long either. Come on, get to saving the rest. Thanks, Sunderplane. Because she flies me around, right? What? Want more thanks? Tell you what, Morri. Save all 7 of us sages, then I'll write a big, long thank you letter. But for now, just be careful, okay? Not like I'm grateful or anything, Baka. If you have time, you should check out the latest Izzy's video. I'm not familiar with this person. She goes into all the Pokemon creepypastas and rumors from the 90s to now. She only got halfway through second video eventually. Oh, there's gotta be like some really cool like Pokemon rumors and creepypastas, right? I love that stuff. Like, I mean, you know, we've all heard the Lavender Town stories, but they're still fun. I always thought Lavender Town's music was cool. Like, it had a nice sort of reverb that made it fun to hum along to. But I am kind of a morbid child. Why am I still here? I got my snail. I should leave this desert. Hang on. Ding dong. You know what I want to do before calling it an evening? Hey, Irene here. Did I scare ya? So, thanks for helping me. And this whole thing about me being a sage? Some kind of special girl? Wow, big surprise. Wish I could leave where I am now, but I'll have to keep sending my broom. You know, I really miss my Gram. Can't wait to see her again. I did Sandrod Kakariko, yes. Oh, have a good one, Lyra. I'm sorry. I missed sending her off. I missed her. First, RuneScape was cool, and you were made fun of for not playing it and being cool. Then later, when it stopped being cool, you were made fun of when you said you never played it because you were apparently lying. What is happening? What is the context for Much Garfields? Another 45 minutes before you're totally done editing the save file? I mean, I can just stop Zelda after I do... Well, I can keep going. I mean, whatever. I was gonna say I could swap games, but then why swap games? I'm still here. Still playing Zelda. Still got baseball. Ugh. Oh, Izzy loves Garfield. Oops, sorry. Almost hit this kid. Okay, let's do it. Okay, there's the bird. No. Okay, there we go. No. No! Okay. No, I wanted to hit the crab. Sorry, sorry, sorry. Yeah, you could get a foul ball on this. Leave it to me to figure that out. Okay, I think I do need to, like, hit the golden pots to get a better score. Well, that was slightly more respectable. The wall of Garfield merch is ominously growing, especially ominous because she just refuses to acknowledge it. She's not the owner of... Have you all seen, like, that really... Okay, no, I think I'm getting, like, a really long Garfield plush mixed up with a really long Furby. Maybe they both exist? Dang it. Oh, man. There we go, there we go. Good. Oh. There we go. Even better. Yeah. No bird! Oh. Sorry. I wanted that crab. So close! Oof. You don't think any of the merch is growing, just the quantity of Garfields. Many long Furbies. Oh, so they've become an invasive species. There is exactly one piece of Garfield media that isn't sold on the Garfield website and you own it. Go on. You know what's interesting is I don't know if any of you are familiar with like older Garfield comics, but the old ones, because I've read a lot of Garfield comics back in the day, the old ones are quite, I don't want to say like super different, but like there were story arcs. And of course Garfield's design was quite different. He was much fatter. Less marketable. I used to read all of them. What is this, Nani? That gold one is tormenting me. There we go. Oh man, I wanted the bird bonus. There it is. I really want that crab. If only I had one more bird. If I had one more ball. No. Cursed Odie figure that was in your great uncle's house. It's not sold because Garfield mauls an old woman in it. Lehman, John's roommate and Odie's owner? Wait, what? Okay, I knew of Lehman. He's like the guy with the stupid mustache, right? But he's John's roommate and Odie's owner? See, I don't even remember that. I don't remember this Garfield lore. No bird! Bird. Oh, good. It's like a very inconvenient spot for that. There we go. Ooh. There we go. No. No, bird! Return to me, bird! Jim Davis said he dropped him because he wasn't adding anything to the strip! But just making the character disappear is kinda... Does he know Odie, or does Odie know he was a bandit / orphaned? What, he's saying like Lehman died? You're gonna ruin that name, because one of my favorite Animal Crossing villagers is named Lehman. Little koala. Little green koala. Layman. Curses. On an online game, you can find Lehman chained up in a haunted mansion's basement. I've played that. What is that game called? I've played it. I can't even remember if it was an official game or not. You can't tell with Garfield. Back in New Leaf, one of my favorite villagers that I had was Lehman, the koala. And who should I find as one of my starting 2 villagers in New Horizons but Lehman? It's like, oh, destiny. Curses. Gotta get that bird, though. Oh, very nice. Not nice. No. No, I'm so close. Oh my gosh. I'm so close, I'm gonna screw it up. Bird, bird, bird. Yes! We're free, baby! It was licensed. Okay, what was the jump scare? That sounds familiar, but I can't think of it.
Hoo-wee! You hit the 100 rupee mark. Nice job, kid. Give me a quick second and I'll grab you something special for that effort. Okay, here's your prize for hitting the 100 rupee mark.
Yay, I'm free.
I'm fresh out of prizes, but come back and play whenever you want.
Wow. You were half expecting to see the soul-crushing end result of 99 rupees. Me too, honestly. Okay, hang on. Why do I have this dumb sand rod equipped? Get rid of it. Don't want it. Oh, I can lift heavy stuff now. Maybe I can get that bomb. There's a TV special called Garfield's 9 Lives, but that was actually based on a book. Each story is its own art style and writing. One is like a film noir. In one of the stories, the cat gets possessed and becomes feral, and the last page is of a full image of a cat lunging at his old woman owner. Something about that sounds vaguely familiar? I don't know if I'm just imagining it. Where is the snail? I thought maybe it would be under the rock, but it wasn't under the rock. Where is the snail? It's not like here, is it? Oh my gosh. Where's the snail? Oh, that's maddening. Hello, bee. Sorry, I don't have much work for you. I can't, like, sand rod this, can I? No. It's worth a shot. Oh! Oh, here we go. Sorry. It's real. There was a picture on the wall where the game told you to look carefully for something, and then a picture of Garfield with a devilish grin pops up. Oh my god. That's so mean. That's like old school, what do you call, not jump scare, screamer, sort of? Oops. Right, I put the stupid sand rod back. It's like, no, I don't want this garbage. Okay. No, 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 no. 4 out of 8 villagers edited. Almost there. What are you doing with your villagers, Belle? I gotta know. Since you're replacing them, or their models. Please give me the deets. I did see that picture you posted of, like, the model replacement with the little mini Zapfish from Splatoon, which was cute. I don't know if there's, like, bones that you could give it, though. Oh, heck yeah, bee! Oh my gosh. The bee is making this not terrible. Hang on, I need... Oh my god, this bee rules! Okay, make sure this is positioned right. Okay. Yes! You have to make sure any magic eye picture you see online isn't a GIF because of getting screamed. That's so mean! Like, why do... I mean, I get why people do it. I don't approve. I don't... Like, I can't wrap my head around it. It's just... Ugh. Editing their houses. Each house is made up of parts, so you have to change those parts to match the parts that you modded into trailers. Okay. Man, that's so cool, Belle. I want to see more of your work. I want to see more of that character that you were modeling. Gosh. Like, I have strong now, but what can I do with this strong? Like, I've forgotten where I've seen boulders. I mean, I guess I could go to Skull Woods. I could buy, maybe more items from Ravioli. Okay, hang on really quick. I need to see this. Hang on, let me save just so my game doesn't, like, implode on itself somehow. I need to see what Dak has here. That's terrifying. Oh, should I show this on stream? I could, maybe. I don't know if it'll let me. Oh, this is hard to look at because I don't like it. Yeah, don't want to lose progress because of Garfield. Here we go. This is, I guess, the merch that you can't get anymore that Andorra owns because Feral Cat is about to attack Mama. Terrible. Boy, I really don't like that art style. Anyway, we're gonna get rid of it now so we never have to see it again. Goodbye. Yes, I want to remove it. I want to remove it. It's gone. Now we know. Now we all know. Oh, I didn't even think of warning for that. I'm sorry, Dawn. I apologize. I can't say retroactively. Sorry to warn for Angry Cat. Sorry. But next time, I will be sure, because I know that's a sensitive thing for people. My apologies. Skullwoods. That's right. That's where I'm going. I need to ding dong here. I probably should call it an evening. For reals. Aren't you tired? Look, I'm delighted to give you a lift, but don't forget to rest sometimes. That's very considerate of you. Okay. I'm going to get to the entrance of the Skullwoods dungeon, and then we're gonna call it an evening. Ugh. More snails. More snails. Still sorry, that was a silly faux pas of me. The game is eerily self-aware. What, this game? What, Irene saying I should take a break? Never. Everywhere there could be a snail. Oh, hang on, there's a piece of heart there I haven't gotten. Out of my way. I need it. I need it. You did it, Belle? Will you post pictures on Twitter? I hope it works. I hope it works. Oh, thank you very much, Dak. Yeah, I'm hoping the move goes smoothly. We'll see. I still got more packing to do. Ugh. Is it? I guess maybe it's not actually Skullwoods. I don't know what this dungeon is called in A Link Between Worlds. The dungeon formerly known as Skullwoods, occupying this particular piece of real estate. What is down here? Out of my way, please. Out of my way, please. Out of my way, please. Could I, in fact, have gotten to the dungeon and I just left early last time because I thought, oh, I need to use that specific portal that whatever. Yeah, I'm sure movers will help, but, like, there's still a lot of, like, my dad's stuff and my brother's and mom's stuff, too. I don't know what the plan is. I mean, like, my stuff is basically all packed away. Yeah, I guess I could have gotten to the dungeon beforehand, and I didn't. This is, like, just the weird guy in the cave, right? Who sold me the bee? Yeah, it is. I guess I should thank him for, inadvertently getting me the bee badge, making that giant bomb delivery much easier. Where the heck is the dungeon entrance? I gotta find the dungeon entrance. Unless it's, like, elsewhere in the light world, and I've missed it. Ugh. Well, time to just wander around until I find it. Why can't I climb over that wall? Oh, thank you. I hope so, too. I'm trying not to think about it too hard. I'm sure there's, like, just important stuff that I've forgotten with regards to the move. It's just like there's already so much in my mind right now. Ugh. Okay, no, I couldn't get here because I did need to lift that up. Okay. I'm not a ding-dong. I mean, I am, but not that particular brand of ding-dong. Stop it. Leave me alone. I have to get that. If I don't, it's gonna bother me. Cutting grass is so satisfying in this game. They really got it down to a science. Just that big swoosh of grass flying up into the air. Feels good. If only actually trimming the lawn was not terrible. Okay, here we go. I was gonna... Is there anything interesting down here? I gotta look first. Oh, maybe I could actually get to the dungeon and I was a ding-dong after all. Well, whatever. We're here now. I need to call it evening. It is late. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me for A Link Between Worlds. So, again, I will not be streaming on Friday because we're moving Saturday morning. But hopefully Tuesday, in a week, I will catch you again for more of this. The rest of this? I don't know. We'll see. In the meantime, please stay safe, stay healthy, have a wonderful evening. I will catch you next time, in a week. Good night.